Hello and welcome to Husky Talk-SNS. I am your host, the best podcast host in the universe, Steve Cully. I'd like to thank our sponsors at Procyon Partners. They are one of the top 50 fastest growing companies in the nation. They specialize in employee benefits, wealth management, and retirement planning. President Sean Rabinowitz, proud supporter of our podcast network. Green Street Trust International, owned and operated by Renell Jump. They specialize in tax plans for businesses large or small. They will get you a big fat return, or they will save you a big fat load of money. To schedule your free strategic tax planning session today, go to www.greenstreettrust.com. Pete Finch and the Finch Law Firm is out of Bridgeport, Connecticut. If you suffered any type of personal injury, slip and fall, you got into a car accident, your mother-in-law, she ran you over with her car. You got in an argument with your wife, and I guess she decided to stab you. The Finch firm is for you. Pete has won legal battles all over the state of Connecticut. He's not afraid of insurance companies. Remember, if you're ever in a pinch, call Finch and his website, thefinchfirm.com. Dynamic Human Performance is owned and operated by UConn legendary running back Andre Dixon. He trains boys and girls of all ages, of all sports. He has a boot camp program 7 days a week, 6 a.m. You want to get in shape? Train with Andre. He has an athletic development program where he takes boys and girls in the sport of their choice, trains them from the ground up, develops them, helps them to reach their full potential and become the best they can possibly be in that sport. Andre has sent boys and girls to college on full scholarships for all different sports. So if you're in Connecticut and you want to work with the best, work with Andre. Down south, we have Julius Williams and the Trench Mob. Julius trains offensive and defensive linemen. They compete in tournaments 5v5, offense versus defense. They are timed and scored. Julius, their team, went undefeated in their tournaments this 5v5 year. Then they go to college showcase camps. And proud to say every camp that was attended, a Trench Mob member was offered a full scholarship by a school. So having Trench Mob on your jersey means something. Julius has a virtual program. So no matter where you are in the country, you can be a Trench Mob member. Julius will be with you every step of the way. He will go over the training program, which involves lifting, running, agility drills, position drills, and most importantly, specialty technique drills. That's what sets the Trench Mob apart from everyone else. So doing that, you can also attend the 5v5 tournaments in the spring that the Trench Mob goes to. You can go to the college showcase camps that the Trench Mob attends. And you are welcome to come down to Georgia and work out with the Trench Mob or by yourself whenever you want, whenever you're available. They're in Decatur, Georgia. So it's an incredible opportunity, and you have to understand it's an investment. The Trench Mob, the percentage of kids that they send to Division I schools on scholarship is astounding. They have sent kids to places like Florida, Florida State, Miami, Clemson, Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, just to name a few. So if you put the time in and you work hard, the investment with the Trench Mob will pay off with a full college scholarship and now potentially an NIL deal. Julia says several players getting paid. We had Xavier Michigan on the other week. He is going to be in the 2 deep at Rutgers as a defensive end. He's a true freshman, and he's getting paid. And that shows the power of the Trench Mob. So to be a part of it, if you're in Decatur, Georgia, or the surrounding area, or if you want to be part of the virtual program, www.battleofthetrenches.com. And I can't stress enough, when you have Trench Mob across your chest, the meaning that it has with college coaches. We also have Luther James Insurance, our newest sponsor, James Whitfield. He is fantastic. For the last 3 years, James has dedicated himself to the art of financial planning. He specializes in insurance policies, life insurance and others that generate a lot of revenue for you, and it ends up being tax-free. He has met with several of my friends, and they have signed up with policies with him that are going to appreciate value over time and really make them a lot of money and set their kids up. He provides stability for law enforcement, financial stability for them, and first responders. Retirement is stressful. Retirement is frustrating. How much do we need? How long do we need it for? Fear of the unknown is real. So to work with James, you can go to his website. It's lutherjamesinsurance.com. And now for the man of the hour, UConn legend, captain, and probably the man with the most personality that we have on our network, Mr. Sean Mulcahy, who is wearing a Lawrence Taylor jersey.
Oh, yeah.
So over the Giants roster. Look at that. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. He's got LT, man.
Bringing out
God,
the kid
that
in
brings
there.
me back. Because I saw, when I got into LT, I saw the tail end of his career. I watched 89, 90, 91, 92, 93. 93 was his last year.
Mm-hmm.
But he tore it up in 89. 90 was the Super Bowl year. And then he kind of started to decline. He tore his Achilles, I remember.
Yep.
And then he came back, and he his final year, he had a good year, 93.
Yeah.
He had a 10-plus sack year, which was great. But man, if you go back and watch the film from the 80s, dude, he changed the game.
Oh.
And I never people tell me that, but you don't realize it until you actually see it.
Yeah. He he checked all the boxes, and he was a 10 in each category, even like flexibility, balance, strength, speed, quickness, vertical, broad, like everything. He was,
and the thing that gets me, like I read a couple of his books. Like, this guy never played games like on a full night of sleep.
I know.
This dude's out every night partying.
Yeah.
Which I can't get over. He can go out and he's out all night and he's doing whatever, and he comes Sundays and it's like nothing. I've never, like, the one time I did something like that, it was because WWE came to Hartford, and you remember Lissa Bloom, the track girl?
No.
Yeah,
Maybe
you
a
probably
picture,
don't.
though.
She lived in Hale.
CTE.
Yeah, that's okay. She lived in Hale. Her brother was a performer for the WWE.
Really?
Yes. Now, she knew me, and she told several players not to tell me who her brother was,
Okay.
because she knew how I would react. Luke Richmond, of course, decided to spill the beans, and when Lissa was in my room, she said, "You know who her brother is, right?" And Lissa just fucking gave him the look of death.
Oh my god.
And Luke's like,
That's
"Yeah, her brother's a wrestler for the WWF." And I'm like, oh my god, who is it? Who is it? And she goes, "It's Prince Albert." And
Jericho.
Prince Albert was an undercard guy. He was a guy. You know what a Prince Albert is?
Not really.
I didn't know what it was either. I had no idea what it was. I didn't know what it was till like 20 years later.
Okay.
Prince Albert is a cock ring.
Oh.
So that's what they called him.
All right.
He was all tatted up, and he was an undercard performer. So now I harass Lissa all the time. And a year later, she takes Ed and I to an event
Okay.
in Hartford. It was a phenomenal event.
Nice.
Now, of course, Ed and I are acting like assholes.
Yep.
There's a match going on, and there's a wrestler, Mark Henry, who's called the world's strongest man. He's this big black dude.
Yeah, I remember him.
Ed starts yelling, "You fat fuck." Now we're in the section, the family section, with the families of all the wrestlers. Who happens to be sitting behind us?
The wife.
Mark Henry's wife. And she fucking went off on Ed. Lissa went off on Ed. And we sat like choir boys for the rest of the show.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're not saying shit. She's probably big as shit, too.
She was. She was a shot putter. So
oh my God.
After the event, we go to the hotel, and I get to meet a bunch of the wrestlers. And I'm a total fanboy. I'm just acting like a goof. And we go to Prince Albert's room, and he's with his tag team partner, Test, who's no longer with us. And they're, smoking a little pot. I have an NWO shirt on, which used to be WCW.
Yeah.
And they're pissed at me. They're like, "What are you wearing an NWO shirt at the WWF event?" I'm like, "Well, I'm a big WWE. I'm a big NWO fan." And her brother goes, "How old are you?" I go, "Well, I'm 19." He goes, "What's wrong with you?" He's like, "This is a show.
Yeah.
Like, we're not trying to kill each other." I go, but it's real. And they start laughing because I said it's real.
Yeah.
So Prince Albert has his outfit, which is leather. He's got it hanging, drying. And of course, it's sweaty and everything. What do? I say, "Is that your outfit, right? Can I try it on?"
Oh my God.
And he looks at Lissa, and he goes, Who is this guy?
Yeah.
What planet is he from?
Yeah.
So we had a winter workout the next day.
Oh.
And we didn't get back until like 2 a.m.
Oh my God.
Because we hung out with them.
Oh, nice.
So that was that. I barely got through that winter workout. So I can't imagine LT what he was doing and then playing games.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
So
and he was like, mentally he was sharp as hell too. He knew everyone's position.
Yes, that's what Belichick said. That is 100% true. That is what Belichick said.
Yeah.
So the last preseason game, was that against New England? Who they played the last preseason?
New England.
Okay. Tommy DeVito played great.
He did.
He threw a bunch of touchdowns.
Yep.
So there's no way he's making the roster.
No, he's cut.
Correct, right?
Yep.
We were hoping possibly of a trade of Jameis Winston, Nothing
Still
happened.
could happen with the Raiders or the Raiders for a backup. They might.
Okay.
They need a backup.
Okay. I
But Penny,
I would be okay with that. I'm
yeah,
fine.
but it's gotta be like,
I get Jackson Dart being the 2
yeah,
is scary for a lot of people. But
have it be the 3.
yeah, I think Tommy DeVito could be the 2.
Yeah,
So you agree with me that if there's an
Tommy
opportunity,
knows the offense better than anybody.
he does. He's been there the longest.
Yeah.
So you agree with me that if there's an opportunity to trade Winston, you trade him.
Yes.
Okay. And the Giants,
but not for like a 5th or 6th. Like it's
no. I would try to get a 4th.
Yeah, 3 or 4 would be great.
And the Giants, I typically have they kept 3 quarterbacks.
They briefly had it on the roster last year when they started that exemption on the
that's right,
practice squad.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So the running back position seems pretty set for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's obviously going to be Tracy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not a huge Singletary fan, but he's number 2. I think Scattleboro, once he's fully healthy, he'll pass him and he'll be a big part. The guy that everyone has been talking about is Miller, Dante Miller. But I think they're going to try to put him on the practice squad. However, they don't believe that he's going to end up staying. They think that he'll get claimed.
You know, if you want to go through this, I got cutting Singletary and
I would do that too.
Yeah.
But the money they owe him, that was the issue.
I think they'd save a little too. I don't know if I could look it up.
I thought I read that cutting him because there's a certain amount that's guaranteed. So that was the reason
but there might be more
that they would get if they dumped him.
Yeah, like a little bit more. Like it still might be a profit.
Because I believe it was a 3-year contract he signed, right?
Yes.
And I think this is the second of the 3rd year.
So he signed a 3-year, $16.5 million contract. Let's see what the dead cap is here.
Because that's what they don't need. But I'm with you. Like I would 100% be fine dumping him. If Scattleboro,
you were right. Whatever article you read is right. He does have a bad dead cap hit.
Yeah, that's what I had read. That's why they're kind of forced to keep him. But I'm 100% on board with you. I would be if Scattleboro's healthy, but Miller has looked great. Mm-hmm. So I'd have no problem with him.
So they they changed his contract a little bit.
Singletary?
Yeah, so that's why this year is so bad with the cap.
Yeah, they always backload it.
Yeah, so this is biting them in the butt. They have to keep him. So I'd still keep Singletary. So you got, I'm just going through numerically.
Right.
So Brian Burns, obviously. I've got Gunnar Ozlowski.
Right.
I've got him making it. Neighbors is good at number 1.
Yep.
Tay Banks is good at number 2. Juice Wells, practice squad.
Juice Wells, I thought looked very good.
Squad. But he was great. I'd love to keep him, but I can't.
I would too. But they paid. I think they overpaid for Slayton, in my opinion.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm wondering. Yeah, I'm curious to know who would have matched that.
Yeah.
He's also a trade possibility.
Yes. Yes. I was surprised they brought him back, to be honest.
Yeah. Dalen Cambry cut. Thibodeau 5 is good. Dart's good. I've got Bo Collins making the team.
I do too. And Bo Collins is projected to make the team.
Okay.
They have him projected is like the number 4, 5.
Yeah. Him and Gunnar are the back 2 receivers.
Yeah.
For me.
Because I think he contributes more on special teams.
Yeah, he's been great. Javon Holland makes it. Taquan Felton's out. Graham Gano makes it.
So, I love the running back group.
Yep.
The tight end position we talked about. Now, you said you would keep 4.
Keep 4, yeah.
I would love for them to keep 4. If the numbers work,
it's not uncommon anymore.
No, it's not, because
it's not uncommon.
They're so valuable, and it's tough to find really good tight ends.
So with the 2 position groups you just talked about, running back and tight ends, those are 2 groups where whoever you get cut, that player is getting picked up immediately.
Exactly. That's what they have.
And that's a good job. That's a good job. It's a good problem to have.
Exactly. So, do you like Theo Johnson as the one? Do you think he can do it?
I think Bellinger is honestly better, but they've shown that they fucking love this guy so much
they do.
that like it's a given. Like he's the starting tight end, even though I think Bellinger is better.
I think Bellinger does it all. I think he's the more complete.
He's the full package.
Yeah.
His rookie year was amazing.
Yeah, I know. That's why they were comfortable with some of the moves they made.
Yeah.
And I if the numbers work, I would keep 4.
Yeah.
Because it gives you more versatility in the personnel groupings.
Yeah.
They need to run the ball.
Yeah.
Desperately.
Yeah.
They're not going to be a 11 personnel team.
Right.
I do think that they need to use some 12 personnel or use some 21 personnel and use a tight end as a fullback.
12 and 13. Let's go. Let's roll.
Yeah.
So I got Jamie Gillian obviously making it. Jalen Hyatt, I have cut.
You do have Jalen Hyatt cut.
I cut Jalen Hyatt. Now I know they're not
well,
going
you cut Gunner. You picked Gunner, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And
that's the one. That's the one that's kind of on the bubble. They don't know about Gunner.
Yeah.
If they're going to keep him or not. But I agree. I mean, he has looked the best.
I would keep Bo Collins and Gunner. I like them, and you're probably saving money too if you're getting rid of.
You
them.
are. Yeah. You are. I would be in favor of that. I'm not a huge Hyatt fan.
Yeah.
That's actually that would that's actually a good decision if they go that way.
As I said, circle back, but going right through this list being tough and maybe adding players back.
Sure.
Tommy DeVito, I have cut.
Yeah, I agree. I think that they have to cut him. Try to hide him on the practice squad.
Yep. Wandell makes it.
Activate him when you need him.
Yeah. Wandell makes it. Darius makes it. Jameis makes it. Adebo makes it. Drew Phillips. Jonathan Ward, practice squad. Dane Belton makes it. Corey Black doesn't make it. I have Dante Miller making it and Singletary cut.
Yeah, I would love to do that.
Yeah, can't do it. But anyways, I'm keeping Dante. He's on the roster. So
if
running
numbers
backs.
work, I would love that.
Yeah.
I would love to keep that for sure. The tough one for me was the offensive line. Because they're allegedly gonna keep 10, which is a lot. I've known teams to keep 8 usually.
Yeah.
Andrew Thomas is obviously the key. His health. He's just had so many injury issues. Are you comfortable with him? Do you think that he can stay healthy?
I don't know yet.
Yeah. I mean, that's the question mark. That's the risk you take with him. The other tackle, Jermaine, was the big guy, right?
Illuminor?
Yes, Illuminor.
Okay.
Did you liked him?
Yeah, I mean, he's played pretty good.
I thought so too.
He's been the most consistent lineman so far.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just looking at their numbers right now. Brian Hudson, I got cut. Schmitz is there.
Yep. I like Schmitz. Evan Neal's the one that pisses me off.
I'm cutting him.
I would love to cut him too. It's the cap situation that
Is it? Let me see his cap.
I thought prevented it.
You might be
But
right.
the guy that you talked about, Marcus Mbo, was the one
He was great.
you had singled out. You said he played well,
Yeah.
and I saw him, and he definitely definitely looked good. Especially, I think he was the one who was the 5th round pick.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was a steal, and I think he's going to be someone with the franchise for a while.
Evan Neal is
Evan Neal just pisses me off.
it's a $7 million cap.
That Joe Shane, like Shane, I wanted to sodomize.
Yo, it's been the best. Yo, his rookie year was 24. His second year was 20. Last year was 14 dead cap. This year is 7. So if they're gonna get out, this is the fucking year.
This is the best time to do it. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe they trade him. I've heard.
Is this the final year?
Yeah, they didn't pick up his 5th year. So
Oh, okay. Okay. You're right. You're right. You're right. Yeah. Then this would be the year to do it.
Anyways, I'm still cutting him. So
Okay. I'm fine with that. If it works out financially, I would do it.
Yeah, you
I like the other guys better.
Yeah.
I like
that
both.
takes us to Schlotman.
Yep.
I have making the team.
I do too.
Corey Durden is out. Stone Forsythe.
I had him out.
I have him out because Embo is there and Illuminor. Evan Neal I've got cut. Van Roten's good. Oh, Zudu I have making the team because he can play.
I did too.
And
I did too. And I like Van Roten.
Yep.
I think if they stay healthy, this is a solid group.
Yeah.
It's much better than we've had in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's somewhat clear cut, except for a couple, but I think we got it right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just don't know about keeping 10. I mean, I love Runyon too. If
Let me
we
count
can,
how many linemen I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 9 linemen.
okay, you got 9. Okay.
Yeah.
So which one did? Oh, because you cut Evan Neal. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm on board with that. We cut Evan Neal, no problem. Love it. So offensively, I do like this group. Like if Russell Wilson plays solid,
Yep.
we got Tracy, who is a rising star in the backfield. I love our tight ends. Neighbors is a star.
Yep.
Slayton is productive. You know, he's steady and productive. We need more out of Robinson. But it's the receiving. The receiving group is definitely they can contribute. They can make plays. Neighbors is a threat, and it gives Russell Wilson a deep target.
Right.
And especially with the tight ends, you know, we our tight ends are more receivers.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that helps our passing game and our offensive line. I love them if they can stay healthy. Just stay healthy. Going to defense, this was difficult. If you're looking at the D line, the projection I had was keeping 6. Obviously, you know, I had Dexter Lawrence, Robinson Harris, Nunez, Roaches, Alexander, Chapman, and Davidson.
So I cut Roaches.
Okay.
Cut Ledbetter and cut Davidson.
You did cut Davidson. Okay. Who'd you go with?
So we might add him back, but this is when I'm just being like brutally tough.
Okay.
But I kept Darius Alexander, Elijah Chapman. I know they're young and unexperienced, but
I love Alexander, and I
Yeah.
love Chapman.
Roy Robertson Harris kept. Dexter Lawrence, obviously.
Okay.
There might. So that's not. I might have overcut. So I'd rather.
You had 5 then, right?
Yeah. So I'd
Okay.
rather add back DJ Davidson than Roaches. I just can't stand Roaches.
I'd be fine with that. You got to have 6. I'm fine with that.
No.
They're a solid group. I think they're young. They're going to develop. I think they're only going to get better.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I did have 10 linemen. I forgot Aaron Stinney and Austin Schlottman. So I kept Aaron Stinney instead.
I had Schlottman. Yep.
All right. Okay.
But I definitely still agree with Evan Neal.
Yeah.
The outside linebackers. This is the group everyone loves.
Yeah. So you're just keeping the big names. You're keeping.
It's obviously Burns.
Yeah.
Thibodeau, Carter, Golson. I don't think there's any discussion there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. I got that.
I mean, there's nobody that.
That's it.
There's no one you can talk about, right?
We could talk inside.
Okay. Because I went over it. I like they're not even close. Inside, keeping 5, I think is maybe a lot, but McFadden obviously, Bobby I liked, Darius, Flanagan, Fowles, and then
So I cut
TJ
Flanagan Fowles.
I would have no problem with that. I think 5 for inside is a lot because of the type of defense they play. I think they could get by with 4.
Let me see how many I cut, because I might have really overcut.
Well, especially if you want to keep an extra running back, if you want to keep an extra wide receiver, if you want to keep an extra DB. I think this is a deep group, and I think this is where you could get by with 4. So I don't have a problem with that. You said you cut Flowers?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm fine with that. But you had 4.
Yes.
And I agree with that because
I cut 30 players. I think I got room for one more to bring back.
So they cut. They play 2 at a time basically. So I was fine with that. This was another position of debate: the corners. I think again it's kind of clear cut. Paulson, I like him.
Yeah.
Banks, I really like him. Cordell Flott, Phillips,
yeah.
And then projected is Trey Hawkins and Art Green.
So I cut both of them.
Yeah, I think keeping 6 is a lot.
Yeah.
I think keeping 6 is a lot. Only if one of them is a swing guy and can play safety.
Yeah.
That's the only way I'd keep 6. So
if you wanted to keep Hawkins or Art Green, I didn't cut Raheem Lane as the 3rd safety.
Okay.
So I kept Newbin.
I think you have to keep Newbin, yes.
Yeah, Newbin and Holland, and then I had their backup as Raheem Lane instead of Makari Page.
I agree with that. They had obviously Holland, Newbin.
Oh, kept Dane Belton too.
Yeah, they had. I like Dane Belton. Wallace, I didn't think should be there, but that's where you go back to who offers more value to the team when you look at the corners. If you're going to keep 5 or if you're going to keep 6, and one of them is a swing guy and can drop back and play safety, who is that man? Is it Hawkins? Is it Green? Is it Phillips?
Yeah, I don't know. But whatever that is, it's interchangeable.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
whatever they choose.
Yeah,
won't.
but you agree that
I wouldn't mind
there's more
keeping
talent
Hawkins and getting rid of Lane.
But you agree there's more talent at the cornerback position than the
Oh
safety.
yeah, way
Okay.
more. Yo,
We're on the same page.
Flott, Phillips are solid.
Yes.
Number 3 and number 4 corners, whether they're in the slot or not,
I agree.
Solid.
And then obviously the specialists. I don't think there's any question. Graham Gano, when he's healthy, he's got a strong leg. He's great on kickoffs. He had a great field goal percentage. Punter Jamie Gillian.
Yep.
And the long snapper Casey Kreider.
Yep.
Okay. So that is good. That is for the talent that we have, the players that we have, I think that's a solid roster. I really do.
It's the first time in years we're going to have multiple cut players picked up by other teams. Last year,
that's the thing. That's the thing. I
we
agree.
had one fucking player taken right away. Like when that waiver wire went through.
Right.
They do that. I don't think we had one player. It's like embarrassing how little guys were picked up. And that's been multiple seasons the past couple of years.
Yeah. So if they go light at one position and they wanted to, they have to keep Singletary, would you keep 4 running backs?
Yeah, I would.
I would keep 4 running backs as well, and I would dump Evan Neal and go 9 on the offensive line.
Yeah, because
I think he's just been a massive disappointment.
Yeah, Singletary's so figure they're both bad cuts and they're both $6-7 million. Singletary's way more valuable than Evan Neal, and you could say, well, he's not valuable if no one can block. Well, Evan Neal can't block fucking shit, man.
Evan Neal can't even get in the way.
Seriously.
He can't even get in the way.
It's so sad. It's unreal how that happened.
Well, the signing was unreal. I mean, Joe Shane just made, like, you paid for Evan Neal, you paid Singletary money nobody else was willing to.
Yeah.
And let's let Saquon Barkley walk. That's a great idea. We'll spend money on these guys instead of paying Barkley.
Yeah, and just like I said, this was weeks ago, months ago. You gotta keep over signing and drafting offensive linemen if anything's gonna work. You gotta overdraft.
100%.
You gotta overdo it. You gotta be taking, like, when you're shit, when you're the worst in the league, you gotta take 3 a year for a while. You gotta take
because it's a crapshoot.
Yeah.
You'll hit on one.
Yep.
And you have to understand that.
Yeah.
If that's a position of need, which it always is.
Yep.
Take 2 or 3. It's a crapshoot, but you take 3, you're going to hit on one.
Yeah.
They hit on Tracy. Tracy was a lower round pick. They hit on him. So, and then Scattleboro, I thought was a steal where they got him. And
Very
I think
happy with that pick. I
think he will be a big surprise this year.
Yeah. And
so
they don't play for like 2 weeks.
No. They never
yesterday.
They always they never play Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
That's college football's week 0.
They play the 7th, right?
Yes, they play. So I'll ask that. We play Washington.
Yeah.
Washington right now is a 6-point favorite.
Yeah, take Washington with the points. I don't even fucking gamble. Fucking take Washington. Kidding me? Jaden Daniels is incredible. They just got rid of their workhorse, Brian Robinson.
They did. They traded him.
Because they got a stable of 4 They're keeping 4 running backs, I think.
They are.
Yeah.
So you would take Washington with the points.
Yeah, I don't even gamble. That's
Do you think we compete with them, or do you think we get smoked?
No, I'd say we probably lose like 38-20, 38-24.
Okay. No, I agree with that one. And then let me get your thoughts on Daniel Jones being named the starter
Not really surprised.
in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
You said you're not really surprised?
I'm not even surprised. And he had like a shit preseason. He didn't even have like a remarkable preseason.
I know.
That's how bad Richardson is.
You think? See, now let me ask you this: you think it's because of how bad Richardson is, or do you think it's because they gave Jones $14 million and signed him for agency?
No, I think it's Richardson just needs more time. He could still not be 100% from last year because he's had a couple injuries.
Yeah.
And some players are better coming off the bench. Say Daniel Jones gets hurt in like week 3 or 4. Richardson hasn't had much pressure. It's October or whatever. He just goes in there and slings it. It might do him some good.
So then my second question to you.
Who's the coach there? Is it still Shane Steichen?
Yeah, it's Shane, yeah.
Okay.
My second question to you is there's been quarterback reclamation projects that have worked out.
Yeah.
Like we talked about Baker Mayfield,
Love that
Jared Goff, even Geno Smith.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think Daniel Jones comes alive in Indianapolis as a starter?
We'll see flashes. Nothing consistent.
He's never consistent.
We will see flashes, especially if he stays healthy. If he doesn't,
that's a thing. I agree. And it's funny. The receivers were pissed that Jones was named the starter, and they were even more pissed that they named him the starter for the entire season.
Oh my God!
He said, "Oh, he's our starter for the entire season," because Jones doesn't throw downfield. Like all his passes were like under 20 yards or whatever.
Yeah, he's dinking and dunking because he's got no more confidence in his accuracy.
No, and they have some very good deep threats that are going to be ignored. So, like, there were receivers pissed about it.
Wow.
So, do you think that there's a chance, Jones is injury prone, he gets hurt, Richardson comes off the bench, chip on his shoulder, lights it up?
I'd say the odds on that are not great, but anything's possible.
I would agree on that.
If he gets thrown in, he's not as prepared as he would be, even though he should be. And when he's unprepared, he's going to go back to Old Faithful, and that's running the ball. So he might.
That's what he does. Yeah.
He might run for 100 yards, but he'll be like 10 of 25 with like a touchdown and 2 picks and a fumble.
That's what he does.
Yeah.
So the other question I just follow the Vikings because I'm angry that they did not re-sign.
Daniel Jones almost went there.
He was there last year.
Yeah.
But I was angry they didn't bring Sam Darnold back. So McCarthy,
Seahawks uniform, by the way.
McCarthy is a starter.
Uh-huh.
So now this blew my mind. They signed Carson Wentz.
Yeah, that was today or yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they trade Sam Howell to the Eagles.
Yes.
Sam Howell, he played well for the Commanders in spurts. But Wentz has been literally a dumpster fire.
So great place to go to, Kevin O'Donnell.
Yeah, you're right. There you go. You're absolutely. I didn't even think of that. You're right.
But here's why they traded Sam Howell, breathing down McCarthy's neck. And,
he was,
and teams knew that, so jump on that to trade him to get a solid backup yourself, then leave some pressure and sign Wentz, where McCarthy's like, I'm not worried about.
I don't have to worry.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, because they did get 2 picks from him. They got
they did well.
And a 7th.
Yeah. And there's no pressure with Jalen Hurts back there too. But he played in the division. He knows the You know?
You're right. He knows the
competition.
system. He's in the division.
Yeah. It
And
was a good move.
then surprisingly, they released Brett Rippon. Rippon had been with the team throughout camp and throughout everything. And I guess, he was a good locker room guy. So the shakeup was somewhat surprising, that they traded Howell and they cut Rippon.
I bet you they're able to bring back Rippon on the practice squad. I don't think anyone's
I
going
think
to
so
sign him
too.
to their active roster.
I agree with you.
And he's good. I think he's a good project. Like, I think next year, this year and next year is a big year for Rippon. But I think he can play quarterback. I watched him last year. I watched him a little bit this year. I think he's got what it takes. He's not going to be his dad, but he'll be good.
And then the other guy that I'd like to see on a roster, just because he's a Syracuse guy, Kyle McCord.
Yeah.
Kyle McCord is in Philadelphia.
He'll go practice squad with them.
Yeah.
What round did they take him?
They took him later. I believe he was a 5th or 6th round pick. He is been working basically as the 3rd string quarterback. He's been kind of inconsistent. The Eagles waived Dorian Thompson-Robinson, who they actually traded for. And they signed a tackle. From Jackson. Okay. Well, they basically traded for a tackle and got a 7th round pick from the Jaguars. So I'm surprised at that because I know they traded for Dorian Thompson-Robinson. He has not had a lot of success. He played in Cleveland, didn't do much. That's why they brought Joe Flacco in off the couch.
They're keeping 4.
Yeah, no, they and let me ask you about the Browns situation. The Browns have talked about keeping 4.
They said they're going to.
They said today. Don't you think that's a moronic move?
For them, yes.
Well, they're morons anyway. So
yeah, it makes sense for them though because they're going to be terrible, and they know they're going to cycle through it. Like Joe will be amazing for like 7 or 8 games, and then either get injured or just he'll just be like,
yeah, he's 40 too. He's old. Yeah,
and they'll want to see what the young guys can do.
Now, okay, Shador and the Oregon dude. Who do you like better?
I think they really both suck. I think they both suck.
They both suck.
Yeah, they should both be cut. They both would be
normally cut them both.
They both would be normally cut in normal situations.
You would cut Shador?
They would totally. Anyone would cut him in a normal.
Gabriel, I thought looked awful. Like his arm strength is. I bet your son can throw the ball further.
Yeah, he's done with the NFL. Shador belongs on the practice squad.
So you would keep Flacco and Pickett, and pick up someone for a 3rd quarterback, or put one on the practice squad.
Yeah, I'd keep Pickett and Flacco and put Shador on the practice squad.
Put Shador on the practice
Gabriel is done with the NFL. Your camera's fucked.
Gabriel is done with the NFL. Teams are trying to create roster spots by only keeping 2 quarterbacks. A lot of teams are doing that.
Yeah, it makes sense if you're stacked.
Yeah.
In certain positions, and you don't want to lose those players. So each team is different.
So you believe in that, if depending on the team.
Yeah, so if you put the Giants in that situation,
I'm knocking my camera off.
There you go.
You made me laugh.
Sorry.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah. So if you had to do that with the Giants,
I would keep. I know this sounds ridiculous, but in my world, I would keep Jameis and Jackson and cut Russell. But I don't know what that cap hit is.
Russell has been more efficient and steady than Jameson.
Yeah, he's been great. But here's why: because Dart has shown me enough where I'm like, all right, he's legit. He can get this done. Jameis, go ahead, have fun for a couple games, and then we're gonna throw the rookie in. You know.
So you're okay with Dart playing this year?
Now, after what I've seen, if it's late
now
enough
you're
in the
changing
season,
your mind.
if it's late enough in the season, yeah, I would not play him. So here's the problem. Here's why you have to keep him. You can't cut him because someone's going to pick him up and put him on the practice squad.
You talking about Winston?
No, Dart. You can't cut Dart.
Dart, I would never cut Dart. No.
Yeah.
No, I'd keep Dart, but I'd keep him as a third.
Yes.
I don't.
What's going to happen. He should be a third. But I was just saying, like, in that situation, if you had to keep two, what I would do in my little weird world is keep Winston and Dart and cut Russell Wilson, because Russell is
that I would agree with. Yes,
he's supposed to be the guy. But if you're like, well, we got to do this, we got too many players thick, and they don't have the situation, so the point is mute. But I would go with if you're going to keep two, and they have traditionally kept two for a long time, yeah.
But because of injuries, they stopped doing it. But yeah, I mean, Dart and Jameson, fine. Mm-hmm. Let's go with it. And then you know that Dart's going to end up playing at some point.
Yeah. But now you don't need to play Dart, and I'm all fine with that.
So you are okay if they keep the three
Yeah.
and Dart does not see it down this season.
That's right. Totally fine with that.
I'm fine with that too.
I think it would be really good for him.
All right. So we got that figured out. Prediction. Do you think it's possible? 8-9 games.
No.
You're thinking 5 or 6.
Yeah, 5 or 6. Yeah. And that's just,
they play a tough schedule. No, I agree with you.
And listen, it doesn't mean shit because we don't really know how difficult that schedule is.
No, this year's a wash in my opinion.
Yeah.
We're sacrificing this year to get Dart, experience, watching from the sidelines to be able to turn it on next year.
Yep.
That's how I feel.
Yep.
So, 4 or 5 games, 6 games, whatever.
And our first round pick next year
will
should be
high
offensive lineman.
Exactly.
You got a receiver, you got a running back,
you got everything else around him.
You got a linebacker, you got D-line, you got outside linebacker, D-end, you got a safety, you got a corner. Let's go here with the O-lineman.
I mean, they had a great draft.
Draft 3. Draft 1 in the first round, maybe the second round, maybe the 4th, 5th tops. Don't be getting any 6th, 7th round.
Yeah, just don't bring me Evan Neals. No more Evan Neals, and just keep Andrew. Put Teflon on Andrew and keep him Thomas and keep him healthy.
I mean, it's unbelievable, Evan Neal. It's unreal.
It was just a spectacular failure.
Oh.
And I just laugh because I always laugh because I watched the Hard Knocks when they cut Barkley, and I wanted to throw something at my television.
I'm pretty sure I kicked the dogs. Just
because of how nonchalant Joe Shane was on that call.
Yeah.
Calls him up and says, "Hey Saquon, we're not gonna make you an offer right now. You can go into free agency. Just let us know what you get.
Yeah. And
we'll get back to you." And he's like, "All right, man, whatever." Now he's on the Eagles,
crushing it.
Wins a Super Bowl.
Yep.
He's hurdling people backwards, and he's got the highest paid contract the running back has ever had.
That hurdle was incredible.
He is incredible when he's healthy.
That hurdle was almost better than Odell's catch.
Yes.
That hurdle was
it's been replayed so many times. Yes.
Oh, it was so cool. It was like,
and now he's being paid. He's the highest paid running back ever in the history of the NFL.
I'm happy for him.
And our general manager let him go.
Yeah.
without a care in the world. The only guy who cared was the owner, who said, "I'm going to lose some sleep."
Yeah, if he goes to the Eagles or something in our division, like, and I would too. And then it happened, and I'm like, yo, literally his worst nightmare happened. Straight up happened.
It all happened.
2,000 yards. Eagles win the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
and he's MVP.
And he's the MVP. He did it all.
Did it all. Check.
He did it all. All right, so 4 or 5 games. And the last thing I'll ask you, on Netflix,
what do
you got to watch the documentary on the Cowboys.
I can't.
It's hysterical.
I can't.
You have to.
Why?
It is absolutely
Tell
hysterical.
me why. I can't stand the Cowboys.
I can't either, but for
watch
entertainment purposes, it works because you see Jerry Jones and Jimmy Johnson, how much they hate each other.
Well, I'm happy about that. That might be watchable.
And I never knew that they played together on a national championship team in college.
Yeah, in Oklahoma.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
Never knew that.
Yep.
So, and he's the only coach to ever get fired after winning a Super Bowl.
It's unbelievable.
And Jimmy Johnson is, I think he's in the Hall of Fame. He's credited as one of the greatest coaches ever. He didn't coach in the NFL that long.
No.
I don't even know if it was 10 years, but
I think once he got to the back with the Dolphins.
Yes, that was it.
He got close. I don't even know how long he was there. 3 seasons.
He wasn't there that long.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You know, they always say he's this. I get it because he's one of the few coaches that have won a national championship and NFL Super Bowl. But
him and Barry Switzer.
That's the funniest part. When they bring in Barry Switzer and interview him,
yeah,
he is fucking hilarious.
He seems like a funny guy.
He steals the show.
Oh, really?
He's got a bow tie on when he's interviewed, and he's just like he's the complete opposite of Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah,
Jimmy Johnson was a disciplinarian.
He always says something like, he's like, I can't believe you two fucked this up.
Well, yeah, he's just like, because in the show, Jerry Jones made the comment 500 coaches would have won a Super Bowl with this team.
Yeah.
And that he built it.
Yeah.
And Barry Switzer had been retired, like out of coaching for 5 years.
Yeah.
And he comes in, he's a complete players coach. He's never coached at the pro level. So he's just like, let the players do whatever they want. He's like, they're grown men. They can do what they want.
Yep.
And that's when you see shit getting out of control.
The White House.
That's when you heard about the White House?
Oh, I know about the White House. Yeah.
Holy fuck. They talk about the White House. Yeah. 2 players were the only ones that would talk about it on air.
Oh, really?
Nobody else would talk.
Wow.
It was Michael Irvin, obviously, because he was the president. One of the guys that talked about it. And then they play answering machine messages from the strippers.
Oh my God.
Hey, Michael, I'll be in at 4:00, baby. I hope you're ready. It's unbelievable.
Wow.
And then he's talking about the drugs.
Yep.
He's like, yeah, we got cocaine in this room. We got ecstasy in this room. We got LSD in this room. And Barry Switzer knows about it.
Yep.
And then they talk about how
Parcells and LT. And
Parcells always
protected LT. It's like,
Yes, but this was like everyone. And then
this is the whole team.
The Dallas police were all in on.
Oh my God.
Protected them.
Yeah.
And they showed several times where the players were completely wrecked, wasted, and driving.
Yep.
And a cop would be tailing them.
Yeah, to make sure they get home.
And they would be nervous, but the cop was tailing them just to make sure they got home okay.
Yeah.
That was the power of Jerry Jones.
That's football in Texas.
Yeah, it really is. And then it goes into, what's going on in recent years. But when they talk about when he bought the team and he put all his family members in charge and he made himself the president and GM, and then Jimmy Johnson and him were at war over the credit and the drafting and who made the decisions. And Jimmy Johnson's like, I always made the football decisions. Like he knows football, but he didn't make the decisions.
Yeah.
And that's where they like agreed to disagree, and they like hated each other.
Yeah.
For decades.
Yep.
And they just recently reconciled.
And I don't even know, they might have reconciled, maybe.
They did, but if you watch it, you can see.
Yeah, like if I was Jimmy Johnson, I'd be like, "Fuck this dude, man! Is this guy for real?"
He is like he's pissed, like taking credit for the draft picks, like Russell Maryland and Aikman, all that stuff. He's like, I don't know, Jerry. He said Jerry has a selective memory.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they go
with CRS. Can't remember.
The firing of Tom Landry is hilarious.
Terrible.
It's absolutely hilarious because Jerry Jones was the most hated person in Texas.
Yep.
For firing him.
Yep.
And they go, it was like 1-15, and then 3-13, and then they started to get better. But it is pure entertainment because Jerry Jones is the most arrogant, confident, smug asshole you'll ever meet.
Loyal Texas salesman.
He really is. Yeah. Like, if you just listening to him and Jimmy Johnson, it's pure entertainment. And then you bring in Irvin, Emmitt Smith, Charles Haley, which I didn't know was a head case. Charles Haley, the story of how he got released from the 49ers, I don't know if you heard it. He walked in to the owner's office, whipped out his, balls, cock, everything, and he pissed on the owner's desk and said, "I want out." And he was traded to Dallas.
Wow.
And he was still a lunatic in Dallas.
Yeah.
After a game, he threw his helmet so hard into the wall it like cracked the drywall.
Do you know where he went to college, Charles Haley?
I don't know.
He went to James Madison.
Really?
Do you know who his defensive line coach was?
Oh my God! Don't tell me who.
Hank Hughes.
I was going to say that. That explains a lot.
Now I coach this motherfucker. Let me
I
tell
have no idea how Hank Hughes could have dealt with that. Like, he legitimately has multiple personality disorders.
Oh yeah, he's bipolar. Big time.
And he says,
yeah,
he says, there's bad Charles, there's good Charles, and there's public Charles.
Yeah, yeah.
And he steals the show. He's absolutely hilarious. So
I met Jerry Jones very briefly in an elevator, like almost 15 years ago.
When you were covering a game?
No, this is a crazy story. So I became friends with a guy.
Oh, Deion Anderson was there too. I forgot. Yeah.
So this is it. So I'm in New York City, become friends with a guy who works for Warner Brothers. He invites me to a premiere, and it's a Clint Eastwood movie. And it might be Gran Torino, which is so
Gran Torino or like $1 Million Baby, something like that.
Yeah, it's one of those. So at the premiere, there's like a brief gathering, get together, and I didn't want to bother Clint Eastwood, so I didn't even try to meet him. So I just left. I was like, people were all over him. I was like, all right.
Well, you weren't gonna fanboy him.
Into it. So as I get into the elevator, Jerry and his wife are walking out, and I was like, "Oh, Jerry." He's like, "Hey."
You said that to him?
Yeah, just naturally. I couldn't help myself. And I was like, I had a little cup of tea in the NFL a couple years ago, and he was like, "You sure as hell look like it."
Yeah.
I was like, I played with Deion Anderson that
year. Yeah. He loved Deion.
He's like,
Anderson.
"Oh yeah, I love that guy." He wasn't with them anymore, but
no.
But yeah, Deion was great, dude. Great.
Yeah, he was a head case too, but he was awesome.
He was a good cowboy.
He was there for like 6 years, right?
Yeah.
6-7 years. He had a good career. I mean, for a fullback, that's incredible.
He's got some good incredible. Highlights.
And it was incredible also because he got kicked off the team. And I think he was gone for 2 years.
Yeah.
And then he came back, and I think his final year was like 2006. And I played with him in 2002 when he was the starting fullback.
Do you know? So we're very thankful to our one and only Tyler King for making sure Dion came to UConn, because they're both from North Attleboro.
Yes. Yep.
Dion was also like a big time recruit. Like he was like top 3 fullback in
I
the
know.
nation.
I know.
So we were really lucky to get him, and he played up to that process.
He did.
Yeah. He
did.
He could have gone anywhere to play fullback.
He was tenacious.
Great
he
teammate.
Was vicious,
guy you want on your team.
But the nicest person in the world.
Great teammate. Great teammate.
Unbelievable. And I messaged him on Facebook all the time. I've been trying to get him to do one of my shows. He just won't do it.
Have Tyler reach out to him.
Yeah, Tyler. I'll try to have Tyler talk.
We'll all
to him.
do it together.
I don't know if Tyler talks to him, that would be funny.
Yeah. Do you know where he's living?
No, I don't. I just recently saw him on Facebook. He messaged me, just liking the shows, and I wanted to have him on because I did a show with Afa Anoya.
Yeah, I listened to some of that.
He was awesome, dude. Just so incredible.
So when I was covering the team, he was like a big time player.
And he only played 1 year.
Yeah, and he was a
2
big
years.
Deal. Big, he had a great year.
He was a huge recruit.
Yeah.
And then he had to go to prep school because of his academics.
Yeah.
And we were the only ones. It was us in Pittsburgh, I think, that really stayed on him.
What year was that? Did you know the year he was at UConn?
Yes, it was the bowl year. That was the only year he played.
Really?
He only played 1 year.
So he must have been a recruit my senior year. And
he was,
okay.
but he academically didn't qualify.
Okay.
So he went to Fork Valley Military Academy.
Yes, I remember this now.
Yes.
It's all coming back to me now.
And his story is just hilarious. I mean, he loved football, but he told me he was all ready to go, but he obviously
loved right?
pro wrestling. Yes.
Yeah.
He had an opportunity.
He couldn't turn it down.
He had an opportunity to go to the WWE developmental system.
Yes.
And he told Edsel, and he went. And then he was only in the WWE for like 8 months.
Yep.
He got released, and then he created his own promotion and training ground, and it's Battlefield. I called it wrong. I called it Battleground. He got mad at me. Battlefield Pro Wrestling. They have their own YouTube channel. They put on great shows. And he had a serious health issue.
Heart. Yes, I do remember this.
Yeah. He had the cardiomyopathy in his heart.
Yes.
And they told him that he couldn't wrestle anymore. Yeah. And he's like, "Fuck you! Like, I need to wrestle. This is what I do." So he still wrestles occasionally. He'll do tag matches and he'll do single matches occasionally, but he books the entire promotion. They travel around PA, and they've had a lot of success.
Nice.
But just the nicest guy in the world. I harassed him for months for an interview.
Yeah.
I said, "I'm sorry. I knew you were on WWE television, and I'm a fanboy, and I got to do this." And he was just great.
That's great. Yeah, I listened to some of it. I got to finish that.
But did you like host him when they recruited him, or you spent time with him?
I definitely spent time with him.
You did.
He was a D lineman.
Yes.
And I was either a senior, so I was a captain.
You were a senior.
So that makes sense why I would have spent some time with him to try and get him to come, because I knew he was another big recruit. He was a huge
He was big
recruit. And then I remember talking to him a lot about this shit. I wondered, did he ever try to come back and play football again?
No.
That was it because of the heart?
No, the heart thing wasn't until 2 years ago.
Where he's from PA? I wonder if he committed and just came up a bunch of different weekends.
He did commit before he took his visit. Yes.
Yeah. So I wonder if he made
he did.
He came and hang out, see him at the spring game.
Yes.
See him at preseason like training camp?
I believe that he committed before he went to prep school.
I think you're right. That's making more sense to me now.
So, because UConn was the only one who offered a commitment to him, going to prep school, you're signed throughout.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about, losing a spot. We're giving you a spot. You're going to the prep school as a representative of UConn.
Yep.
So yeah, they signed him. But yeah, that was a funny story. All right, so please gander at the Cowboys documentary. It's just watch one episode.
I will. I'm changing my work schedule, so I'm going back to normal 9 to 5.
Oh, good.
So I'll like my lunch break. I'll totally check an episode out.
Okay. And Bellamy got in touch with you.
Yes.
Okay. And Sean did get back.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. If I can think of anyone else, I'll do that. But I think we'll get something from Sean or Bellamy. Bellamy seemed to be pretty confident.
His text wasn't that confident. He's like, "Hey, happy to talk. Not sure what I can do."
Oh, is that what he said? Yeah, because he did it right on the show. Because I said it to him.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, because he's in charge of hiring for his company. He does
what do
a lot
they do?
of it. I don't know. Staff works.
I don't know either.
I don't know what the fuck they do. But we'll get something.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
We'll keep going.
Yeah.
If I have to go to Burton, I'll go to Burton. But we'll do something.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
But great job.
Thanks, man. And let's do Giants Weekly. Totally.
Yeah, I mean, I think with the numbers we had, the popularity, I think that's a go.
Yep.
We got to do it, and we'll mix in pop culture, obviously, but the Giants, gotta cover the Giants.
we could talk hours on the Giants. It's an easy episode, and we like.
You have a good weekend though, and everything with your.
Other than the fucking flat tire, yeah, it was great.
Hey guys, you're not talking any college? I said no. That was somebody commented that.
Oh, nice.
Hey guys, great breakdown. Love the running backs. Hey guys, defensive line. Hey guys, they're going to win 3 games. You're out of your mind if you think they're going to win more.
I'm fine with 3. I said 6 is the top. 6 is the top. You want 3? Go ahead. Take 3 all day.
Somebody said, how many sacks do you think Abdul Carter's going to get this year?
8.5.
Yeah, I don't think he'll hit double digits.
No. I think Burns will.
Is Tracy going to rush for 1,000 yards or more?
Yes.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Singletary takes up space. He's got to go.
I know, but that cap hit. Fuck.
Evan Neal was a horrible signing. Why won't they just get rid of him? He's like a cockroach. He's got to just go.
I said I cut him. He's out.
All
That's where you take the cap hit. That's the cap.
And then the other question was, some people think Jackson Dart should play. Said that he's got to play. Don't sit him the whole year. Put him in there.
It depends on the situation.
I agree.
It depends. We don't know. Preferably, you wouldn't want to play him until week 15, 16, or 17.
No, you put him in the end of the year. We're sacrificing this year.
Yeah.
We're sacrificing this year. And then someone said, the season ticket holders who pay all the money for the tickets and the skyboxes, I don't think they're going to be happy sacrificing the year.
I know. Yeah, they're right about that.
Oh, we got a ton of feedback. Oh, that's great. All right. So we'll talk again. Great show. I just have to mention Ned Von Young, Fresh Fold Laundry Company, Chapel Hill, North Carolina, high-end laundry service. I said it, fresh, high-end, 20-mile radius. You can book online for a pickup. They will come and get your laundry, wash, dry, and fold at lightning speed record, and have it ready for you, packaged to pick up. You don't even have to walk in the store. They also have deals for college students. So Duke, North Carolina Central, you can get your laundry done. They have an online subscription service, weekly or bi-weekly. And again, look at the deals for all the college students you're coming back to campus. Freshfold-laundry.com. For UConn legend and captain Sean Mulcahy, I am Steve Cully, the best podcast host in the universe. Remember, when life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Take 2 oranges, throw them right back at you.